Good morning, pirates. I've got a new build video for you today. It's going to be on the Frigate. It has the grit. Gain a stack of grit when you take damage. Each stack of grit increases armor by 40 up to maximum of 10 stacks. Each stack of grit lasts 15 seconds. Friendly extra small, small, and medium ships within 200 meters take 10% reduced damage. When you have 10 stacks of grit, reduced to 20% damage instead. At 10 stacks of grit, taking damage grants you resolve. Resolve restores 10% brace strength on activation, decreases status effect damage by 20%, and increases threat generation by 100% for 10 seconds. The weapons, we're using the Basilisk 3. Heavy bronze culverin, aptly named after the deadly mythic serpent designed to render ships vulnerable to crew attacks. Does 2,285 damage. Has Raider, increased charge rate of vulnerable effect by 50%, and piercing 2. I rolled on firepower, lethal for more weak point damage, and then deadly strike. Shots have a 10% chance of dealing increased damage from any damage to weak points. Bonuses, even if the shot does not hit a weak point, increase damage to weak points by 35%. So you get another 35% to your weak point, plus 27%. And then this one, which is the port, is firepower, lethal again, and deadly strike. So 36 and another 36. Basilisk 3 again, dire piercing, lethal, and deadly strike. And on the rear, we got the Dardanelles, mighty weapon from the Ottoman Empire. The guns are fired in unison for maximum devastation. That's 4,554 damage. Rolled on combustion, amplified explosion, and blast range. Spirit collar for your buoy. Deploys a spirit beacon buoy, which deals damage, slows, and weakens armor of enemy ships. It also renders weeping specters vulnerable to damage. Used by Rimpa ritualists to trap wandering spirits before they drag ships to the deep. Does 1,907 damage. Rolled on reach, so I can get a little further distance out of it. Some soul mending for a little health back, and overflow. All flooding damage dealt by this weapon is applied as severe damage, but it also adds 7.9 damage as flooding damage, so you get another 7.9% damage. I'm using the worm hide for the bastion. While at half sail, they're anchored, receive 20% less damage from hits. The furniture piece, the new furniture, the Atelier de Courage. While above 50% whole health, reduces incoming secondary damage by 24%, increases threat generation by 15%, and weapon damage by 10%. So you're getting another 10% on your weapon damage. Plus, it also increases your armor rating of equipped armor by 100. And you got Ramrod Workshop, decreases reload time of broadside weapons by 7%, increases secondary damage dealt by broadside weapons by 7%. Fusing Station, decreases reload time of front weapons and rear weapons by 9%, increases secondary damage dealt by front and rear weapons by 9%. You got your Culverin Works 1, increases secondary damage at Culverin by 19%. Our High Velocity Kegs, increase secondary damage of piercing weapons by 12%, increase maximum range of piercing weapons by 8%. Last but not least, you got the Breechlock Furnace. Increases secondary damage dealt by up to 20% the closer the target is, reduced by 2% per 50 meters to the target. We're not really worried about the shell shocked effects on the bottom, but 20% the closer the target is great. That's the ship. Let's show you some damage. You can decide if this is something that you want to run with or not. We'll start with the easy guy and just work our way around. Typically I would just push play on my music right now, but I'm not added in post. Go after those weak points.
Everybody knows
deadly strike, when it hits like it's hitting a weak point. You'll see it, it'll be red, 4,142, 4,251, 3,966, 3,772. So you can see how much it procs.
Ship looms quiet, but his silence is wrong.
You can throw in your crew attacks for launch damage. You don't have to worry about blowing up your buoys because you're not using anything explosive. Or electric.
His cannons whisper, but they roar so loud. The sea shakes first and swallows a crown. Watch for his smoke when the air turns black. Run if you can, or you won't sail back. The king of the sea sits still like a ghost. Soleil royal rules where the brave are lost. His flag doesn't fly, but his menace is clear. The western basin trembles when he draws near. The waves hold their breath, his sails barely shift. Then fire rains down like the ocean's rift. He's the calm before the storm that'll split your mast.
You want the frigate to feel powerful and shoot a lot of cannons.
Watch for the smoke when the air turns black. Run if you can, or you won't sail back. The king of the sea sits still like a ghost. Soleil royal rules where the brave are lost. Watch for his smoke when the air turns black. Run if you can, or you won't sail back. The king of the sea sits still like a ghost. Soleil royal rules where the brave are lost.
Oh, that's the build. It's pretty simple. Basilisk 3s and just fire as many cannonballs at them as you can. I hope you liked this one. If you did, please give it a like. If you got any comments, you can leave them below. If you want to see future Skull and Bones videos, make sure you subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.